points yesterday. He had a nice 2-1 late in the game yesterday that really helped the Chargers in their win over Judge Memorial. Second free throw up and good. Chargers lead 8-5, full court pressure again. They just forced a turnover. Almost got one there, and here comes Toole. Grosskreitz back. Good. I thought he did a good job defending it. Probably should have stepped up and looked to take a charge, but on the pass there, didn't have a very good angle. I thought he did a pretty good job of staying straight up there as he was kind of retreating on the attack there. But they call the foul, so basket's going to be good. And Hymas will be at the line again for the 5th time already this afternoon. Shot up and good. Again, Hymas averaging 16.8 points a game, and he's off to a really good start here in the first quarter. Nice little move there by Grosskreitz. Up and good with the lefty. Did a little up and under. He was looking like he was going to go to his right hand on a jump hook and then came back underneath. Nice little soft touch with the left hand finish. Chargers lead 10-8. Here's Montague setting up top for Toole. Little deflection there. And Wilson got it the second time. He deflected it there. Here comes Kuhn in transition. Better look out behind him. Here's a trail three. Shot no good off the front of the rim, and Johnson battling for the rebound, knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Toole basketball. Chargers looking to pick up full court pressure again here. They forced the turnover early. I like the move to do that to get a little energy going here. I like the energy today as compared to yesterday. It's not even a comparison so far. Good job by the Chargers there, or by Toole breaking the press. Shot in the corner, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Here comes Trevor Miller. Chargers leading 10-8 here. Grosskreitz trying to post up, doubled on the backside, and throws it out of bounds. Actually, they're going to say it was tipped by Toole. Checking in for Toole is Dawson Banks. He's going to replace McKay Pullman. Banks, the 6-foot sophomore for Toole. Again, Chargers leading 10-8. Toole now in a 2-3 zone off the out-of-bounds play underneath, so we'll see how the Chargers attack the 2-3 zone. You can see they're trying to get set up a little bit here. Nobody in the high post yet. Here's a kick out to Trevor Miller. Shot up and good. Miller squares up, drains the three, and Braxton Kuhn, a great job of kicking it over to him. Chargers leading now 13-8, 3 minutes to go first quarter. Nice tip there and a pickoff. So Wilson got his hand on it, and Braden Johnson got the steal, and there's a foul. So great job by the Chargers early on, forcing turnovers. And it looks like Toole is going to call timeout to talk about it. Saw Scheffner trying to sub in on the timeout, and the referee kept waving him back, and Scheffner kind of standing there with a confused look. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to Olympus High School. 2:53 to go here in the first quarter off of the timeout. Corner Canyon will inbound underneath their own hoop, leading 13-8. Here's Tommy Grosskreitz, little shot fake, up and good. Another nice left-hander. Tommy Grosskreitz with a great head fake there to get the defender in the air and then finishing. Chargers still in the forecourt pressure, and there's Braden Johnson with another steal. Over to Braxton Kuhn, and Kuhn tried to knife across the defender there, but he got caught traveling doing it. Night and day energy today from what we were yesterday against Judge Memorial. Love the idea of Coach Cannon having his guys pick up full court pressure, and there's another turnover as McKay Pullman stepped on the out-of-bounds line as he was trying to go up court. Another turnover for Tooele. Chargers with another opportunity. Here's Trevor Miller for three. Short off the front iron, rebounded by Kuhn. As I was saying, though, the energy today is just night and day for the better. And there's another travel. This time Grosskreitz dragged his pivot foot. It's one thing to get the turnover, but then we've given it back 2 different times in a row there. And here comes another turnover. It's a lob pass picked off by Kuhn. Kuhn with a little baseline jumper, and it's good. Nice smooth touch, bank shot by Braxton Kuhn. The Chargers now lead 17-8 with 2:15 to go here in the first quarter. One of the things you'll notice is when you get turnovers defensively, you'll see a higher level of energy on the defensive end in the half-court set as well. As there's Scheffner with a rebound on a wild shot by Tooele. Here's Kuhn to Johnson on the trail three. Shot up and good. There's a three-pointer for the big guy. And the Chargers are up 20-8 here. Tooele having all kinds of trouble with the pressure. And there's another turnover by Tooele. I love the strategy, Coach Cannon having his guys come up and pick up the pressure against a team that really can't handle it. It's really 2 things that's happening right now. Number one, you're getting your own team to have some energy today. And number 2, you're having a team that can't handle pressure being forced to play fast. Here's Grosskreitz, who's already had a couple of nice little lefties here in the first quarter. Kuhn for 3 in the corner, no good. Rebounded by Kyle Gwilliam, who just checked in. Gwilliam with 3 threes yesterday and 9 points, but he had foul trouble, so he kept going to the bench every time he got it going. Here's Grosskreitz up, shot no good. Kind of falling back as he was going there. And William lost it there, might have got away with a travel. Here's Scheffner on the baseline, short arm, but no good, got his own rebound. Looked like he got fouled there. Here's now Grosskreitz falling back. Wild sequence right there. I'm not sure why the official's running over to the other official there. Just make the call. It was pretty obvious that it was a foul. Zach Wilson set to check back in here. Grosskreitz going to go to the line shooting 2. Chargers leading by 12. And Wilson will replace Braxton Kuhn. Another positive for the Chargers, only 3 team fouls here in the first quarter, so they can continue to put pressure on Tooele. Cross-court passer. Here's Scheffner driving baseline and tried to, nice little bounce pass there to Grosskreitz. Mishandled, went out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on the Chargers. Again, the Chargers with their full court pressure here, doing a good job of trapping that first pass. I think the thing I like the best about it is just the way they're making Tooele play fast. And you can see right there, Tooele trying to come down and make something happen too quick, and there's another turnover. Here come the Chargers in transition, 40 seconds to go, first quarter. Miller around the back, nice pass over to Grosskreitz. Shot is good, so Grosskreitz with a good first quarter, give the assist to Trevor Miller, and here's another turnover. Miller kicking it out. Oh, they're gonna call a travel. He passed the ball. I don't know how they got the travel on that. He passed the ball to the wing. I looked down at the bench with a couple of the guys with their hands out saying he passed the ball. 22-8, 22 seconds to go here, first quarter. Chargers in a 3-2 zone here with William up top. See Tooele trying to figure out how to attack it right here. They do have a high post there. Got to get the ball into the high post. 5 seconds to go here, and almost picked off there by Zach Wilson. Shot up, and it's good. I don't think that was a three-pointer, though. That's Dawson Banks with the 3. I thought he was going towards the hoop and may have stepped on the line there, but the referee gave him a three-pointer. So at the end of the first quarter, it's going to be 22-11. Chargers lead. Much better start than yesterday. We'll see how they can do in the second quarter here. Again, 22-11. Chargers lead the Buffaloes here at Olympus High School. Welcome back to Olympus High School. Chargers leading 22-11 as we start the second quarter. Chargers back in man-to-man defense after showing a 3-2 zone to end the first. Oh, I don't like that call. We saw that call 2 or 3 times yesterday. Zach Wilson just stepping out, and I mean, just because there's contact doesn't mean there's a foul. I thought Wilson took it right in the chest. But anyways, here's Toole with almost a double dribble. Here comes Wilson off the steal. Wilson in the forecourt, and he looks like he's fouled, but no call. It'll be Charger ball out of bounds, leading by 11 here under their own hoop. Chargers have forced a lot of turnovers here in the first half, but they've also had a couple of turnovers of their own where they've given it right back. Toole in a 2-3 zone here. Little skip pass over to Gwilliam for 3. Shot up and good. Kyle Gwilliam, instant offense. Again, yesterday came in and was pretty hot. Hit 2 threes in the first half, but got in foul trouble. Came in the third and had another 3 and picked up his 4th foul. So he never really got a chance to see what he could do yesterday. Of course, Gwilliam earlier in the year with 5 threes against Spanish Fork and a career-high 19 points in that game. Anytime you get him going, you want to have him in there to see what he can do. Chargers lead 25-11. There's Searle. He was looking to shoot it. Now he's going to drive. Doesn't really have anything there, so he's going to kick it out top, and that's McKay Pullman. Pullman looking to get things going as the Chargers are back in man-to-man defense. Nice little slip play, almost picked off by Wilson, but the Tooele Buffalo score, and I'm trying to see, that was Ace Hymas who scored there. Hymas with a nice first half so far. He has about 2/3 of the points for Tooele. Nice little drive by Zach Wilson, no good, followed by Braden Johnson. Nobody boxed him out, and he came right down the lane and just put it back in. There's going to be a turnover by Tooele. Little miscommunication there as McKay Pullman was going to inbound it and then decided not to, so he threw it over to Powers, but Powers had already stepped back in with 1 foot in and out, and that's a turnover. 27-13, 6:23 to go here in the second quarter. Here's a nice little spin move by Braden Johnson, shot good, assist to Zach Wilson. Chargers looking good today. Here's Tooele, again, they're making him play fast. So he did hit the 3, that's McKay Pullman, but you like the pace if you're the Chargers, making him play fast. 13-point lead, 6 minutes to go, first half. Nice little drive by Wilson, he draws the foul. Looked like a good block on defense there, but I thought Wilson got fouled last time and there was no call. Wilson's going to go to the line shooting 2. 4 team fouls on the Chargers and the Buffaloes. Actually good news for Charger fans because they can continue to press and not have to worry about putting Tooele at the free throw line just yet as Wilson knocks down the first free throw. Second shot by Wilson, no good. Offensive rebound there, kept alive by Braden Johnson and rebounded by Gwilliam. And there's a 3 out top by Michael Scheffner. Nice look right down the barrel. Scheffner buries it. And there's a foul in the backcourt there by Ammon. I think it was called on Ammon Jensen. Yeah, it was. So Jensen's first foul. Must have been wrong on the last report. I thought they had 4 fouls, but now they're up to 6. And there's the quarterback playing defensive back as Zach Wilson picks it off. Chargers looking good here in the first half. Nice little pass by Wilson. And Johnson draws the foul. Zach Wilson with the defensive back interception there, and then comes down with, would have had an assist there. It's one of those stats where you almost should still get an assist if the guy hits his free throws. But credit Zach Wilson for making that play happen on both ends of the court. Shot good, so Chargers leading 34-16. Interesting after having such a hard time scoring points yesterday, and they're coming in bundles today. 35-16, 5:33 to go here first half. Chargers still in full court pressure. The next foul will be the bonus, so they need to be really careful about about reaching. Nice job there by Scheffner trying to keep it alive. William and Scheffner had a great trap there and did a good job of not reaching in. Toole already threw that full court pass last time, so they're a little hesitant to do it this time. They're going to reset here out of bounds. If you're a Toole fan, that's not good news because they're having a hard time just getting it across half court right now. Chargers back the pressure off a little bit, but kind of run and jump there as they cross half court. See Braden Johnson kind of chasing the ball around a little bit there, and again, almost tried to steal there. Here's Toole on the baseline. Nice little drive shot, no good by Powers. And they're going to call a foul on Ammon Jensen. I got to be honest, I was looking at my sheet to see who the Toole player was, so I didn't even see what Ammon Jensen did. It's going to be Jensen's second foul, and there's going to be a 30-second timeout here called by Corner Canyon. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back in about 30 seconds. Here we go as Toole inbounds underneath. Nice little drive there and short armed it there. That was Ace Hymas. Here come the Chargers. In that last timeout, we were taking a look. We understand we're having some buffering issues. So we're working on it if you're out there watching the game right now. Here comes Toole after the Charger miss there. Grosskreitz and Kuhn are both set to check in here on the next dead ball for the Chargers. Good job by Zach Wilson, really pressuring him, and then he's going to get the foul there. Wilson did a good job pressuring the ball there, and then the Toole, trying to see who it was for Toole, was McKay Pullman, was able to get around him and then draw the foul. Johnson and Scheffner are going to take a seat here with the Chargers leading by 19. 35-16 here. And there'll be 2 free throws here for McKay Pullman. Pullman, the 6'1" junior, averaging just under 5 points a game on the season as the one-on-one, front end of the one-on-one is good. Trevor Miller's now going to check in. Zach Wilson going out. Zach Wilson having a really good game today. It may not show in the stat sheet, but he's done a good job defensively, had a couple of steals, and then he's had a couple of plays where he's made it happen, and most recently the nice pass to Braden Johnson for free throws. Again, it won't go on the stat sheet, but good job by Zach Wilson. A little crossover step there by Trevor Miller. 2 big, long steps there to finish the layup. Chargers are now up by 20, their biggest lead of the game here. Still 4:10 to go in the first half. Here's a three-pointer. Shot up and good. That's Ace Hymas. Hymas in double figures for Toole. Here comes nice little move by Braxton Kuhn. He got the big guy in the air and then scooped underneath and laid it in. Nice move there by Braxton Kuhn. Chargers now up 19. Man-to-man defense here for the Chargers. There's a wild shot out top by Connor Searle. Searle's been passing that shot up all night. And then there's Ace Hymas again. Hymas almost creeping up on his season average of 17 here in the first half. Grosskreitz with a little foul line jumper, shot up and no good. Toole coming down here with a chance to chip away at that 17-point lead. Chargers led by as many as 20. Nice little crossover play there, and there's going to be a foul on Trevor Miller. Nice little fake handoff one way, and they kind of scissored across the high post there. And that is Dawson Banks, the sophomore. Or no, actually, that's going to be McKay Pullman. I saw Banks walking to the foul line, but then he went up to the top of the circle. Shot up and good. Pullman hit the last free throws. So this is his 4th free throw attempt here in the first half, 3:06 to go. And good, lead down to 15 now. Chargers, 3:05 to go in the first half. Nice little crossover there by Trevor Miller up top, and he scoops it and goes to the rim and finishes. Nice job by Trevor Miller. Froze the defender on the crossover and able to get in there for a nice little scoop layup. Chargers back up by 17 again, 2:42 to go in the first half. Cameron Doherty now set to check back in for the Chargers. He's been on the bench here for a couple of minutes. Shot no good. Offensive rebound by Toole. So Toole doing a good job of keeping it alive a couple of times here late in this first half. That's Connor Searle, the 6'8" senior. Searle again averaging just over 14 points a game on the season. He's been pretty quiet today. First free throw is good. As I said, here comes Doherty in, replacing Ammon Jensen. Again, Doherty had 17 points yesterday against Judge Memorial. Had 3 guys in double figures yesterday. Johnson had 12 and Kuhn had 10. As the Chargers control the rebound, that's William over to Kuhn. We'll see what the Chargers do here as Toole still in man-to-man defense. Trying to run a little high-low play. Chargers were lucky they didn't get a 3-second call because it looked like Grosskreutz was camped out there pretty good. Oh, nice lane there by Toole. That's Isaac Montague all the way to the rim, finishing, and it's down to 14-point game. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Toole showing a little bit of sign of life here as the Chargers have called off the defensive pressure. There's going to be a travel. Nice up and under move, but he dragged his pivot foot. It was a good call there by the officials. Let's see, Johnson checks in for Kyle Gwilliam. 1:50 to go here in the first half. Toole was down by 20 just a minute ago, and it's down to 14. Chance to cut into the 14 as the Chargers now go into their 3-2 zone. Grosskreutz chasing the ball all the way to the corner, and that was Ace Hymas with the miss. Here come the Chargers the other way up to Braden Johnson. Johnson back out to Kuhn. Nice little flash there by Cameron Doherty, and he finishes. That was Braxton Kuhn with the assist. 43-27, 1:17 to go here in the first half. Chargers again in that 3-2 zone. Last time the ball went out to the corner, Grosskreutz came all the way to the corner, allowed Hymas an open shot there. And there's another shot in that same corner. Shot no good. That was Connor Searle. Pass up ahead to Trevor Miller. Miller's fouled and can't get the bucket to go. Great job looking up ahead by Braxton Kuhn. Trevor Miller going to go to the line. Miller was pretty quiet yesterday in that game against Judge. Had only 4 points yesterday. As he steps up and rattles the free throw in. I think that's Mikey Petty checking in for the Chargers. Or no, excuse me, that's Jacob Miller. Miller, the 6'5" junior forward, with his first action of the day, replaces Tommy Grosskreutz. Second free throw good by Miller, and it's back up to an 18-point game, 54 seconds to go. Toole pushes it up quickly. Now he's trapped in the corner. Wild pass across, and Toole with the long three here. Thought he was going to reset, and Isaac Montague drained it from about 23 feet. 45-30 with 38 seconds to go here in the first half. We'll see what the Chargers do. I don't know if they know there's only 30 seconds to go here. It might be a good idea to go for one shot. And instead of that, they're going to turn the ball over. I didn't see any of the players even look up at the clock there. Here's that full court pressure again by Corner Canyon. And a nice deflection there by Braden Johnson. And, oh, shot no good by Trevor Miller. I like how Corner Canyon is putting their big guy on the ball because Braden Johnson does a good job of getting his hand on the ball there and deflecting it, causing the turnover. Trevor Miller just knocked down 2. He's going to go to the line again. Just like last time, he rattles in the first one. 46-30. We have 20 seconds to go here in the first half as Miller knocks down the second one. Here comes Toole, not seeming to be aware of the time, and wild air ball shot, ill-advised there. You got 11 seconds to go. I don't know why they're not playing for one shot as Coach Cannon calls in for the head tap play. Here comes Kuhn driving in. Kuhn had Miller open in the corner but didn't see him and tried to get it up there and forced a shot up. Shot no good. 0.6 seconds to go. Here's a desperation shot, well short. Good first half by the Chargers. Chargers are going to lead 47-30 here at halftime, and we'll have a 10-minute halftime and be back in 10 minutes. Welcome back to Olympus High Schools. We're going to start the second half of play. Chargers leading 47-30. I'll recap the scoring here in just a minute. As the turnover right off the bat. Chargers going to show full court pressure again. For Toole, we had 2 guys hit their season average in the first half, as Ace Hymas had 16 points in the first half. Isaac Montague 7, both of them on their season average. Followed by McKay Pullman with 3, Dawson Banks with 3, Connor Searle with just 1 point. He's averaging 14 points a game. He's the guy that with the ball up top right here. Just 1 point in the first half. Chargers coming out in man-to-man defense again here to start the second half, as the foul's going to be called by Trevor Miller, and there's going to be Ace Hymas going to the line again. Hymas was 4 for 5 from the free throw line in the first half, again with 16 points. Recapping the Chargers scoring, Braden Johnson had 11. Trevor Miller had 11 as well. Tommy Grosskreitz with great minutes off the bench with 8. Followed by Braxton Kuhn with 4, Cameron Doherty with 4. Kyle Gwilliam came in and hit a 3 for his 3 points. Scheffner also had a 3. And Zach Wilson with 3 points from the free throw line. Second shot is good. 15-point game here, early going second half. As looked like it was a turnover, but the Toole bench wanted the turnover there. I thought it was off of Corner Canyon, but they're going to keep the ball here. Chargers were 11 for 12 from the foul line in the first half as a team, and Toole was 8 for 11 from the free throw line in the first half. 47-32 here. Chargers looking to get on the board here in the second half. Here's a pull-up by Zach Wilson, shot up and good. Nice little jumper by Zach Wilson from about 18 feet. 7 minutes to go, 49-32. Here's a little slip play that's picked off by Braden Johnson. I don't have the official stats for him on steals, but he's had 3 or 4 today. Wild shot there by Trevor Miller. And are we going to call a jump or a foul? Going to call a jump ball. It's going to go to Toole on the alternating possession. Chargers, of course, had the ball to start the third quarter. We'll see if the Chargers can force the tempo and create some turnovers again here in the backcourt, much like they did in the first half. And there's a almost a turnover. Could be a jump ball. That is going to be a turnover even on the jump ball, because Chargers are going to get possession. Great job in the backcourt there. Braxton Kuhn's going to take the ball out on the sideline here, leading by 17. Chargers' biggest lead in the first half was 20. Nice little lob play down to Cameron Doherty. Doherty got himself too far under the hoop, tried to get back out and score it. .620 to go here in the third quarter. We're just getting going in the second half. And almost fumbled out of bounds there was McKay Pullman. Toole needs to get Connor Searle involved, the 6'8" senior, with just 1 point. That's him coming out top to catch the ball on top. There's that little scissors play that they ran in the first half. Kick out to Pullman. Shot up and no good. Thought it was going to bounce in. Here come the Chargers the other way. Zach Wilson. Defense kind of split there for a minute as Wilson tried to kick it out to Miller, and it was knocked out of bounds. That was Powers with a nice defensive play. Michael Scheffner is going to check in, and we'll see who he's going to replace Trevor Miller. Nice little out-of-bounds play there to Braden Johnson. Again, Johnson got too far under the hoop, just like Doherty did last time. Doherty keeping it alive, drawing the foul. That's 2 straight times that the Charger posts have found themselves just a little bit underneath the bottom of the backboard there and tried to come back in for a shot. But that time, Cameron Doherty kept it alive and drew the foul. Again, Chargers were 11 for 12 from the free throw line in the first half, now 12 for 13, as Doherty knocks down his 5th point of the game. He had 4 in the first half. Second shot good by Doherty. Chargers lead back up to 19. Here's full court pressure again. Braden Johnson almost got his hand on that one. And a wild pass by Toole. That was Powers throwing it out of bounds. Again, forcing the pace, the press by the Chargers, making Toole play fast, forcing the turnover. Here's a long pass up ahead to Zach Wilson. And Wilson finishes. That's a great pass by Michael Scheffner, looking diagonal. Chargers with their biggest lead of the game, 53-32. Here comes Powers, who just turned it over last time in bringing it up. Looked like a foul there. He got his own rebound, and then he drew the foul the second time. I thought Ace Hymas got fouled the first time. Stayed with it, got his own rebound, and he's going to get 2 free throws.
Ace Hymas shoots 2.
Shot no good. Hymas with 16 first half points. He was 4 for 5 from the free throw line, now 4 for 6. Second shot up and good. So Hymas now with 17 points. Pretty much right on his season average. He's averaging 16.8. 53-33, 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter up here at Olympus High School. There's Scheffner, thought about the 3. Nice little drive there by Braxton Kuhn. Wide open baseline, and Kuhn took it all the way to the rim. There was a travel, missed by the official. Took a right step, then a left step, and then passed it. And there's going to be a foul out top on either Wilson or Johnson. They're going to give it to Johnson.
Foul corner thing, number 13, Braden Johnson. That's his first personal.
That will be Johnson's first foul. Chargers' 3rd team foul here of the third quarter. Biggest lead of the game here, 55-33. There's Scheffner guarding the ball up top. Looks like another foul right there. Shot by Hymas is up and good. Hymas now with 19 points. And it's back down to 20. About halfway through the third quarter here, as there's another foul out on top. That is going to be McKay Pullman reaching in on Zach Wilson. Trevor Miller set to check back into the ball game. And he is going to replace Zach Wilson. We'll see if they lob it down into Braden Johnson again. Johnson trying to post up down low, but they throw it back out to Kuhn. Chargers out of a double high post set here. Doherty and Johnson up top. Little diagonal screen coming here for Johnson. Here comes Scheffner, popped over the corner, looking down to get the ball to Johnson if he can. And ball gets knocked out of bounds. Nice little baseline screen there. Johnson freed up Scheffner and then tried to post, but they were unable to get the ball into him. Here's a dangerous pass out top, almost picked off. Scheffner over to Miller and over to Kuhn. Here's Johnson in the high post, kicking it out to Scheffner. Thought about the 3, kicked it into Doherty. Doherty double team trying to get rid of the ball, and he's going to be fouled. Chargers a little bit sluggish right here on offense. 55-35. As Kuhn will inbound underneath the hoop here. Looks like Twilla in a zone again. There's going to be a wide open shot for Cam Doherty, no good, and the push off by Miller. He got caught, and it's going to be a foul on Trevor Miller. 4th team foul on the Chargers here in the third quarter. 3rd foul on Trevor Miller. 3:30 to go, third quarter. Chargers leading by 20. Full court pressure again. We'll see if Johnson can get another tip. Almost did again. Twilla handles the pressure a little bit better this time, but then forces up a wild shot. Dawson Banks drawing the foul there. Trying to see who they gave the foul to. It looks like Braxton Kuhn. And Dawson Banks did not shoot a free throw the first half. Banks did have a three-pointer, so that's his 4th point of the game as he knocks down the free throw. Grosskreutz with 8 points in the first half. Came in. All right, lost the microphone there. As the second free throw is good, but Grosskreutz came in and had 8 points in the first half, did a really nice job. There's Trevor Miller at the other end missing. Here comes Toole trailing by 18, 3:10 to go, third quarter. Another turnover. Looks like he may have hurt his wrist or something. As at the other end, Trevor Miller misses, Kuhn misses, and there's Cameron Doherty with a tip and his own rebound out to for a three-pointer. Shot is good. Great job by the Chargers keeping the ball alive. That's Michael Scheffner for 3, and credit Doherty with keeping the ball alive on the offensive rebounds. Looked like Powers got hurt there, and he's going to come out of the game here for Tooele. Checking in will be Bridger Jepson, the 6-foot junior. I couldn't tell what Powers did, but he's down holding his wrist right now on the bench after that turnover, and Chargers lead by 21. There's Isaac Montague kicking it out top. Ace Hymas. Again, Connor Searle on the bench with just 1 point so far in the game. Here comes Braxton Kuhn the other way, up to Scheffner. They're trying to get it into Doherty. Nice little lob pass there. Doherty should be able to finish that, and he does. Great pass on the wing by Trevor Miller. Great finish by Doherty. Chargers with a 23-point lead, 60-37, 2:13 to go, third quarter. There's Ace Hymas thought about shooting it there. Pass over to Montague. Montague drives in and draws the foul. Braxton Kuhn picks up his second foul, excuse me. Montague's first free throw, no good. Montague had 7 points in the first half, has not scored here in the second. Kyle Gwilliam checking in, replacing Braxton Kuhn. And into the game for the first time for the Corner Canyon Chargers, that's Hayden Borg. Free throw good, so it's 60-38 with 2:02 to go, third quarter. Interesting lineup here for the Chargers, leading by 22 as Tooele goes to a 2-3 zone. Borg on the right wing, that's him with the ball. And Gwilliam, the shooter on the left side, tried to get it into Gwilliam, and the ball got knocked out of bounds. And is that going to be a turnover? It is, and it's also going to be a timeout. 1:46 to go here in the third quarter. 60-38, it's all Chargers so far. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Olympus High School here at the Autism Classic. As Chargers just turned the ball over, so Tooele is going to get the ball out of bounds. 1:46 to go, third quarter. Chargers leading by 22. Chargers showing full court pressure. Again, almost picked it off or turned it over right there was Tooele. As Ace Hymas now looking out top, flips it over to Montague, and the Buffaloes will get set here. Chargers now back in their 3-2 zone with Cam Doherty up on top. That's Zach Wilson guarding the ball on the wing. And on the other wing, that's Hayden Borg. Here's a skip pass by Tooele. Shot up and no good, rebounded by Hayden Borg. Here comes Borg the other way for the Chargers. Up ahead to Gwilliam for a wide open three, and no good. Gwilliam had a pretty good look right there. hit the back iron and bounced off. Here comes Toole. That's Montague. 22-point game here. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Chargers still in that 3-2 zone. Toole doing the worst thing you can do against the zone, and that's dribbling right into it. Turn the ball over. Here's Zach Wilson coming the other way for the Chargers. 41 seconds to go here, third quarter. Here's Wilson for three up top. Shot is good. Nice little stroke there by Zach Wilson. Chargers with their biggest lead at 25 right now. And here comes another turnover. Grosskreutz picks it up ahead to Borg. Borg had nothing but daylight, but couldn't get his footing and kind of chucked it up there. I don't know if that goes as a shot or a turnover, but it was kind of in between. 12 seconds to go here, 63-38. See what Toole can get off here in the last 5 seconds. Shot no good, rebounded by Wilson. Wilson going to get a chance to get it up here. Got to get it up quick, and does. Shot no good. At the end of the third quarter, Corner Canyon 63, Toole 38. We'll be back. Welcome back to Olympus High School. Chargers lead 63-38. Toole will inbounds the ball here to start the fourth. It's been all Chargers this afternoon here at the Autism Classic at Olympus High School. They've switched, so now Braden Johnson's up top because Cameron Doherty went out of the game, but they're still in that 3-2 zone. Taken away by Kyle Gwilliam. Here comes Gwilliam in the open court. Over to Wilson for three. Shot up no good. Wilson just hit a three right before the end of the third quarter. And here comes Toole the other way, trailing by 25. Again, 3-2 zone shown here by Corner Canyon on defense. Here's a long three by Toole, shot no good. Rebounded by Hayden Borg. Borg come in and has gotten a couple of rebounds here. As Braden Johnson with a nice little jump hook. Shot is good. Nice touch for the big guy. Extending the lead to 27 here with just over 7 minutes to go in the game. Here's a long pass ahead to Connor Searle. Again, Searle with just 1 point tonight, or today I should say, as sorry to laugh, but Powers was pretty, in fact, he just came out of the game. He had weird body language there after he threw that pass. It went right off the foot of his teammate and exhibited some weird body language, which made me laugh, and then the coach took him out of the game. Here's Zach Wilson up top. Toole in a 2-3 zone again. If they run that set again, there's Johnson wide open up top. Shot no good. Rebounded by Toole. That's Connor Searle. I was going to say, the way that Toole is defending, they're running that top guard out to the first pass. So that baseline runner should be open next time. That would have been Kyle Gwilliam. Needed a little bit better spacing on offense there. Chargers back in that 2-3 zone. And Toole just kind of not really sure what to do to attack. Nice pass by Wilson up ahead. Wilson leaves it for Johnson, and Johnson misses it. Looked like Wilson intentionally left that off the backboard for Johnson to follow, and there's going to be a foul at the other end. Yeah, in fact, I just saw Zach Wilson look over at Braden Johnson and say, hey, you got to finish that. So that was indeed a pass off the backboard, and Johnson probably wasn't expecting that. But the two of them had a good laugh on that as they lead by 27 here. And now 26. At the line here for Toole is McKay Pullman. He's been to the line about 7 or 8 times here. This will be his 8th free throw attempt. Second shot good. He's above his season average. His average on the season, 5 points a game. I think he has 7 unofficially. I don't have the official scorebook up here, obviously. Toole back in their man-to-man defense here. As Kyle William drives baseline. Nice little move, missed it. Braden Johnson trying to keep it alive, but Toole is going to get it. That's Dawson Banks, the sophomore. And over to Montague. Here comes the Toole Buffaloes trailing by 25. 5:40 to go here in the ball game. Chargers still in that 3-2 zone. Toole hasn't really had an answer on how to attack it yet. Ball got knocked over and around, and that's Ace Hymas cleaning up the garbage there. Cutting the lead to 23. Here's Zach Wilson driving. Ball got tipped from behind. Grosskreitz needs to get out of the key, and he does. So a little bit of garbage time here. There's Grosskreitz up top. Shot no good. Chargers just trying to get through the end of this game. 5 minutes to go in the ball game, leading by 23. Cameron Doherty set to check back in along with Braxton Kuhn, so they're not done yet with the starters. Here's a shot in the corner, an air ball. That's Connor Searle, who has really struggled today. Well below his season average. Here's a shot by Hayden Borg. Shot up and good. 3-pointer for Hayden Borg. Borg, the 5'11" junior, has come in and done a good job. A couple of rebounds and now the 3-pointer, and there's a foul at the other end. Grosskreitz, he went down and came back up and wanted a jump ball out of that. Problem is, when he went down, Hymas came up with the ball and was able to get the ball up there to finish the at least get the bucket to go with an opportunity to finish the 3-point play. Wilson and Grosskreitz go out of the game, and we'll see what Ace Hymas can do. He's over 20 points right now in the game. Shot up no good, rebounded by Braden Johnson. 68-44. We're about halfway through the fourth quarter here. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Here's Johnson up top. Here's Hayden Borg again for 3. Shot up and good. Hayden Borg with back-to-back 3-pointers for the Chargers. 6 points for Borg. Chargers now lead by 27, 71-44. Chargers still in that 3-2 zone here on defense. We'll see what Searle can do here. Kind of a wild shot underneath. He's really got to be frustrated tonight. Well below his season average. He is 13 points below his season average, and you can see right there he's just trying to get anything to go. See if we can get Hayden Borg in. That was a nice pass by Borg inside. Shot missed by Johnson. Great job there by Kyle William keeping it alive. Missed the shot, and then there's a foul on the Chargers. We're in the bonus, so Toole is going to walk to the other end of the floor and shoot 1-on-1. Foul was called on Kyle William. I got to go to my sheet here to see who these guys are. Blake Emery has checked into the ball game. 6-foot sophomore getting his first minutes as Johnson and Doherty go to the bench. And somebody else checked in. I'm trying to figure out who the other player was. I think it was Ammon Savage. It was. Ammon Savage has checked in. Second free throw good, 71-46 with 3:10 to go in the ball game as Kyle Williams going to come out of the game. And so we got Blake Emery in there along with Ammon Savage. That's Hayden Borg with the ball. Mikey Petty just checked in as Emery misses the 3, rebounded there by Connor Searle. And then Jacob Miller's in there as well for the Chargers. Still in that 3-2 zone. If nothing else, it's going to eat a lot of clock because Toole has no idea how to attack it. I haven't seen any sort of adjustment to figure it out either. They're just kind of chucking the ball around and running around. Not really any sort of scheme to attack it. And you can see that it's pretty evident in the way they've just run off 30 seconds on the clock with literally no idea what to do. One of the things I always like to do as a coach is spread the floor, so you go to a 2-guard front, put a guy in the high post, and then put 2 guys in the corner, because you got to spread the defense out, especially when they're showing what I call an odd front. The odd front meaning the 3-2, or if you want to call it a 1-2-2, either way. And right now, Toole is just matching up with where the guys are, and that's why they're having a hard time getting anything going whatsoever. If you watch Toole on offense, they're literally matching up. The ball screen is going to be worthless because then the middle guy just picks him up just like he did, and there's a turnover. So Toole having a real hard time figuring this out. 1:50 to go here in the ball game, 71-46. It's been all Chargers today. And call me crazy, is that John Mitchell that just checked in? So we're getting some bodies in. Now Mikey Petty comes in. I've got something wrong. That's Caden Wright, not Mikey Petty. I got to quit looking at my roster and just look at the faces of the kids because I know the kids, but I don't know their jerseys. So there's Caden Wright with a nice little jump hook. Shot up and good. Caden Wright. For some reason on the sheet I have, it has Mikey Petty as number 22. So this roster I'm using, which Olympus printed, is a mess. I'm just going to look at the kids that I know and call them by their name. 73-46 here, 1:15 to go. Well, actually now 1:15. Nice little drive there. That was Ace Hymas. As Hayden Borg crosses midcourt here with just over a minute to go in the game. Caden Wright with a nice little lefty last time. That's him with the ball up top. There's a nice drive by Hayden Borg. He draws the foul. Of course, Borg already has 2 threes here in limited minutes here in the second half. I wouldn't be surprised to see Toole kind of clear their bench here too, as Chargers have cleared it a couple of times over. I'll tell you what I just realized that's kind of funny. Olympus did not have Corner Canyon's roster for some reason. They've got last year's roster. Either that or they've got some guys. I mean, they've got 3 guys listed on this roster that aren't even on the team. They've got Chase Meyer, Nate Cutler, and Tyler Critchfield. 3 guys that didn't even try out this year. They're all listed in the program here thing that I'm reading. So that's why I'm scrapping that, and I'm just going to go with the kids at this point. 52 seconds to go, 75-48. There's Hayden Borg with another rebound. He's had a nice little game off the bench with 8 points and 3 or 4 rebounds. Good to see Hayden Borg doing well. There's a nice little drive there. Oh, shot no good. Rebounded by Toole. That was a great drive. Just didn't finish. Funny enough, I would call him Tyler Critchfield according to the roster. Hopefully you guys are getting a good laugh as you rewatch this game later. Oh, shot up no good. Thought he was going to get a chance to get in the books. Here comes Toole the other way. Oh, it's shot no good at the other end. Caden Wright rebounds. Here comes Hayden Borg. And Borg's going to run out the clock. Much, much better game today than yesterday for the Chargers as they finish off this one 75-48 over the Twilla Buffaloes. The Chargers will be back in action tomorrow morning. I believe they play at 11 o'clock. I'd have to double check that. I don't have their schedule with me. But we'll plan on being with you tomorrow, and I'll recap their scoring tomorrow. I don't have the official scoring with me right now. Final score here from Olympus High School, Corner Canyon 75, Tooele Buffaloes 48.